In a turn of events that has left many observers puzzled, international parties have been invited to witness the Indian elections. This unexpected involvement has been orchestrated by none other than the Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP, one of India's major political parties. They've extended invitations to some surprising guests, Putin's party from Russia and Netanyahu's party from Israel. This intriguing invitation list has been reported by MSN, and it's certainly raised a few eyebrows. Why these specific parties, you may ask? Well, the answers are as complex as the world of politics itself. The BJP's choice to invite Putin's party is not entirely out of the blue. India and Russia share a deep-rooted alliance that dates back to the Soviet era, characterized by political and strategic trust. Russia has consistently had India's back on international issues, such as the Kashmir conflict, and economic ties have played a significant role too. Even in international forums, India's support for Russia is evident in its abstentions and votes against resolutions critical of Russia. The invitation to Netanyahu's party, on the other hand, is a nod to the strengthening ties between India and Israel. Over the years, the countries have fostered a robust relationship, bolstered by mutual interests in technology, defense, and agriculture. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The USA, a significant player on the global stage and a democratic ally, was conspicuously left out from the invitation list. This omission has sparked questions and speculation. Is it a diplomatic slight, a strategic move, or simply an oversight? This move marks an unusual development in the world of politics, bringing international elements into a traditionally domestic affair. To understand this surprising move, it is important to delve into the historical relationships between these countries. Let's cast our minds back to the era of the Soviet Union, a time when the foundations of India's alliance with Russia were being laid. This alliance wasn't a mere diplomatic handshake, it was a robust bond, fortified by political and strategic trust. Russia, time and again, has stood shoulder to shoulder with India on international issues. Take, for instance, the contentious topic of Kashmir. Here, Russia has consistently backed India, providing unwavering support on the global stage. This speaks volumes about the depth of this partnership, a depth that is mirrored in India's own support for Russia. When criticism of Russia echoes in international forums, India has often chosen to abstain or vote against these resolutions, a clear reflection of the strength of their alliance. But this relationship isn't just about politics and strategy, it's also about economics and culture. The Soviet Union wasn't just another trading partner for India, it was the largest trading partner. This economic bond spilled over into various sectors, with the Soviets providing crucial support. This mutual exchange wasn't limited to goods and services, but extended to culture, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation between the two nations. These ties aren't relics of the past, they continue to shape the present. They provide a backdrop to the recent events in the Indian elections, painting a clear picture of why the Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP, would extend an invitation to Putin's party. But as we peel back the layers of this unfolding drama, we encounter another intriguing element: the inclusion of Netanyahu's party. This adds another layer of complexity to the story, a layer we'll explore in the next scene. These historical ties provide a backdrop to the current situation, yet the inclusion of Netanyahu's party adds another layer of complexity. The implications of this international involvement in Indian elections could be far-reaching. Consider, for instance, the potential effects on international relations. India's decision to involve parties linked to Putin and Netanyahu, while excluding the USA, might be perceived as a diplomatic snub by the latter. This could strain relations between India and the USA, potentially leading to a re-evaluation of their diplomatic and strategic ties. Furthermore, this move might be seen as India aligning itself more closely with Russia and Israel, which could alter the dynamics of international politics. This is particularly significant in light of recent geopolitical events, such as India's support for Russia in the wake of the Ukraine invasion. On a broader scale, the invitation extended to Russia and Israel could elicit reactions from other countries and international bodies. Some might view it as an endorsement of these countries' policies, potentially leading to criticism or backlash. Others, however, might see it as a strategic move by India to assert its independence in international affairs. In terms of the Indian electorate, this development could have several implications. Some voters might welcome the international endorsement as a sign of India's growing global influence. Others, however, might view it with skepticism or concern, fearing it could lead to undue foreign influence in Indian politics. Finally, this move could have a profound impact on India's political landscape. It could shift the balance of power, influencing the outcome of the elections. It could also set a precedent for future elections, potentially leading to greater international involvement in Indian politics. This unexpected twist in the Indian elections underscores the increasingly interconnected nature of global politics. It remains to be seen how this will play out in the coming weeks and months. In a surprising turn of events, the United States, a key player in global politics, finds itself on the outside, looking in. Despite its significant influence and long-standing ties with India, the USA was noticeably absent from the list of international participants in the Indian elections. This exclusion raises many questions. Why was the USA left out? Was it a calculated move by the Indian government, or simply an oversight? And how will this exclusion affect US-India relations? The USA's absence could be seen as a snub, especially given the inclusion of countries like Russia and Israel. This could further strain the already tense relations between the USA and India, which have been tested by recent geopolitical events. On the other hand, it could be seen as a sign of India's growing independence in international affairs, a move that might be viewed with respect by some, and apprehension by others. The USA's exclusion could also have implications within India itself. It might be viewed by some as a rejection of Western influence, potentially leading to a rise in nationalist sentiments. Others, however, might see it as a sign of India's vulnerability, a country that is unable to secure the support of a global powerhouse like the USA. This unexpected exclusion of the USA adds another layer of complexity to the Indian elections, highlighting the intricate interplay of international politics. As the world watches on, the question remains, how will the USA respond, and what will this mean for future US-India relations? Thank you for watching our video on the uninvited USA in Indian elections. If you enjoyed it and want to stay updated with more such content, please subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.